I recently read one woman's description about what it was like for her when she had little children. She said that she felt like she was becoming two different people. For the first time, there was a person in my life whom I loved more than I loved myself. I was doing unselfish things because I wanted to. I was becoming a patient and kind, calm, reasonable, generous, thoughtful, loving person. She said, I thought this is a good thing. This person who is emerging, I love being a mom. Then she said, but then there's this other person that comes out sometimes when I'm a mom, a person I don't know, and I want to say, who is this person? How can I make her go away? At one time, I had a 3-year-old, a 2-year-old, and an infant. I awoke to the fussy baby. He clung to me like a baby monkey hangs onto its mother and would not let me put him down. While Johnny was clinging to me, my toddler was unwinding the toilet paper and making designs in every room of the house. And while this was going on, my 3-year-old was begging me to play Candyland, and I hate Candyland. There was a mound of dirty laundry threatening to suffocate me. There was no food in the house, and I had to go to the grocery store. At the grocery store, I had a baby clinging to me, a toddler in the grocery cart, and my other one running up and down the aisles. And the grocery cart was so full that I had to kick the bag of diapers down the aisle. Back at home, I unloaded the groceries, fixing lunch while the ice cream melted. Then I took the kids to the park before rest time. A park with 3 children is not fun. I kept counting 1, 2, 3. I came with 3. I have to leave with 3. By the time I got home, I hated myself. I hated my children. I put them in their rooms and I shut the doors. Of course, none of them slept. And I went into the garage and I cried. I thought I was going to lose my mind, she said. I felt like I was becoming an impatient, frazzled, rude, angry, frustrated mom, and I was splitting into 2 people. Not all moms are like that, she said. I know moms who are patient and kind toward their children almost all the time. I admire them. I don't like them, but I admire them. That's not me. And if you can relate to this story, or if your wife or another woman in your family has young children, you don't want to miss our show for today. We'll be talking with 2 moms who are helping other mothers with young children find connection and care in community amidst the chaos of life with little kids. You're watching One Day Closer, where we're learning together how to use our one day closer to eternity to bring hope and purpose to those around us. Let's meet our guest for today. We're here in the studio today with Christina and Alison, mom co-coordinators who are going to tell us about what it looks like to find care and community in the midst of motherhood. Alison and Christina, I'm so glad you're on the show, and I love this topic. We're experiencing it in our household, so it helps me learn how to love my wife better with young kids. And then also I've seen so many moms who need this, so thank you so much for being on the show.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Just as we start, I'd love for you to just share a little bit about yourself and your families.
So I'm Christina Denlinger. My husband, Chad, and I have 2 kids, Micah and Mary. Micah's 7, Mary's 4. Micah loves every sport known to man and is really into the Eagles and playing flag football. So he's always on the go, loves school, our extrovert. Yeah. Mary is 4, and she is thankfully plays by herself. She is not the one begging. Micah begs me to play Candyland.
Of course.
And Mary will thankfully go and play by herself, which is a breath of fresh air. Yeah. But she is super sweet, and she's starting kindergarten in the fall.
Wow! Isn't it amazing how just the personalities can be so different?
Yes.
With the different kids in the same house, same parents.
Yep.
God's design, I guess.
Yep.
And how about you, Alison?
I'm Allison. My husband, JC, works at Lehigh Valley Health Network as a nurse. We have 2 boys. I'm a boy mom, so they are muddy and wild and crazy. Theo is 5. He goes to Montessori school and absolutely loves it. Wesley is 2 and enjoying toddlerhood.
Yeah.
He is crying and crazy and jumping, and he's everywhere.
Yeah.
He's everywhere. So I definitely can relate with being in the trenches and having a lot going on with no food in the fridge.
Yes. Oh man, that's so great. And you are coordinators with MomCo, which is a national ministry maybe is it
International.
international
Yeah.
ministry,
Yep.
and then but you are at a local church here, Faith Church
Yes.
in the Lehigh Valley.
Yep.
So, Christina, tell us a little bit about what is MomCo.
So MomCo actually stands for the Mom Community, and it actually started in 1970s in Colorado. A small group of women got together. They called themselves the Mothers of Preschoolers, or MOPS.
MOPS,
So
yeah,
I think
so
a lot of people, at least in the Christian subculture, know about MOPS. But they did rebrand recently because it is now an international ministry. And it's now, they want it to be for moms of kids with all ages, from being pregnant all the way up to, high school probably is what they would consider for their ministry. And so they rebranded their MomCo now, and you have a MomCo meetup, and you partner with a local church. So for us, it's Faith Church. And for your meetups, you're creating community for the moms. And the sort of purpose of the community is to create that community, to encourage moms in light of the love of Jesus, to be able to, when you feel like you're in the trenches, to flourish as a woman, as a wife, as a mother, and hopefully as a leader in the community.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
I love that, and it's so needed. I think we've gotten away from that in our culture that focuses so much on individualism.
Yeah.
And Alison, what would you say? What's the heart of MomCo? So it's creating this community, but what does that feel like?
Yeah, well, like you said, we're a culture of individualism now. And when you become a mom, especially for the first time, you find yourself in the house a lot, all by yourself. And if you've got someone going out every day to provide for your family, your husband or family or whatnot, you are essentially alone with a brand new human that you don't understand. And you don't know what's normal and what's not normal. And you don't know what's coming next. And that is scary. That is scary. Maybe you're coming from the workplace and coming home all by yourself, and you don't know what's going on. So MomCo wants to reach out to those moms, especially new moms and moms of littles who don't have somebody else around them all the time. The intent is that we now have a community of moms. We now have a text group maybe, or a weekly or every other week meetup to ask those questions of what's normal, or hearing a story from the mom next to you that they just went through this, and so, okay, I know that's gonna happen, and I know it'll be okay when it does happen. Having that community is unfortunately not easy to find. And so having a safe place where there are other moms that are going through the same thing, having a biblical worldview around you to kind of guide you in the right direction, it's amazing to receive. And now being on the leadership side, it's amazing to help give.
Yes, absolutely. And just as you said, someone to help you realize, like, I'm not crazy. This is normal. This is what it's like.
It's normal to feel crazy.
Have littles. Yes, that's exactly, and it's okay. And we can come alongside each other and support each other. And just, I think you touched on it a lot, Alison. But anything you would add, Christina, to the importance of that type of community for moms?
Yeah, just having, I think, not being in an isolation. I mean, with mental health, what it is lately, and especially for postpartum. There's so many women who do struggle with postpartum depression, postpartum anxiety. They don't realize that, and so I think especially in this day and age, I think the community is really the most important thing. Second, too, we do introduce them to Jesus if they're not someone who grew up in the church or has a relationship with Jesus, but that's obviously why the ministry was created to begin with. But knowing where you are at as a mom and just those early days, just trying to get through one day at a time.
So necessary. I love that. We're gonna take a quick break, and then we'll come back and dive more into that. Stay tuned. We'll be right back to learn more about how this organization is helping moms to connect with one another.
Watch Lighthouse TV wherever you go. Available on Roku, Amazon Fire TV, and Apple TV. Search Lighthouse TV online on your streaming device or go to our website lighthousetv.org for more information.
Welcome back to One Day Closer. We're here with Christina and Alison talking about how we can help moms find community with one another. So, Alison and Christina, it's been great just hearing what Momco is and the heart of Momco, helping moms to connect, especially when they have littles and they're taking care of kids and learning how to do that. Tell me about your experiences with Momco and how God's used that in your life.
Yeah, I was at church. I was very pregnant, and a mom came up to me and said, "Hey, you got to join Mom." It was MOPS at that point. You have to join MOPS. And I thought, I don't have a preschooler. I don't even have a baby at the moment. She said, "No, now's the time to do it. Registration's opening." So I joined. The first meeting was about 2 weeks before my due date. So I was big and pregnant, and I didn't know what I got into, but it immediately got me meeting new people. It immediately got me into community. As soon as I had a baby, they started a meal train for me, and people I didn't even know were already blessing me and bringing food and just stopping by to say, how is everything going? Wow. When you're by yourself, that first baby, sometimes you have a mom or a sister or whatever to come stay with you for a little bit, but then they go home. Yeah. And so having somebody else show up at your door and say, how are you doing? Wow. It means a lot. So that was, I guess, about 5.5 years ago. Since then, you keep showing up 1 week at a time. And I was a table leader for a year, I guess. And then about 2 years ago, I joined leadership team to kind of give back a little bit more. I felt like I wasn't all the way in the trenches anymore, and I was ready to step up and help out.
Wow. And you had said in our previous conversation that stepping into leadership helped you feel like a person again. Tell me a little about that.
Prior to staying home with my boys, I was a music teacher. So I was at a Christian school. I had godly women around me every day. I had 100 kids I saw every day. And that was a great community to be a part of. I mean, that was a real blessing to me as a young teacher to have those godly women in my life every day. We'd have devotions together, all that stuff. So staying home, I'm suddenly not an adult woman anymore. I'm just a mom. I'm doing everything baby all day. I'm doing everything toddler all day. And the skills that I felt like I had honed, the coordinating skills and the teaching and like just all those skills were on the back burner. And they were supposed to be for a while. I think that's definitely part of what God gives us. We have different seasons of life, and He equips us for different seasons. And once I was able to breathe a little bit after learning how to be a mother and how to manage my household with the boys, He gave me an opportunity to say, well, now you can use some of these skills again. Now you can come back and I'll find you an hour or two during the week that you can coordinate this and you can work on that and you can design this on the computer or whatnot. And so I've really enjoyed, I mean, my day still has 24 hours in it, but somehow I have time to devote a little bit of my attention here and a little bit of my attention there, and to be able to plan events for women. And I mean, it makes me feel like I'm using adult skills again. Like I'm being me more than just mom.
Yes, yeah, your identity, although there's much that needs to be focused on as a mom, you're not just a mom, right? And to give you some space to express that. That's great. And Christina, how about you? How was your experience? What was your experience with Momco?
Yeah, I had a similar experience to Alison, that I already knew about MOPS at the time and when I was pregnant. And so I was pretty eager to get involved. I'm an extrovert. I want to be in community. So I was excited about joining this community. As I didn't know. I thought I knew the change that was coming to become a mom. But I did not know.
Until it happens.
I mean, it was such a huge transition, the biggest transition of my life for sure. To like you said, have this child that is 100% dependent on you, cannot leave them unless you leave them with someone that you trust. And actually, I was thinking about what Momco was really the blessing for me in that season for me when I had my babies. I'm a nurse. I work part-time, and I pretty much found probably 90% of my childcare through other women at Momco who stay home, and I could bless them with a little bit of income while they watched, my child while I could continue to be that person, that identity of a nurse that I wanted to hold on to as I became a mom. And so that was a huge thing that I can't ever repay Momco for giving me all these women that I trusted to take care of my kids while I was at work, taking care of other people's kids because I work at CHOP. But anyway, so and then similar to Allison, they had asked me to be a table leader, so I did that for a while, and then they needed help on the leadership team. I stepped into that, and I wasn't as excited about becoming a co-coordinator as Allison was, because I do work part-time, adding that onto my plate. But it was our pastor had given a sermon about serving about the time that I needed to decide, and I stepped up for a 1-year commitment to coordinating here at Faith Church Momco.
That's exciting. And just to hear how the community serves one another at a deeper level, to be able to trust someone with your kids, and then, like you said, also be able to help them out. That's a huge blessing. What can a mom expect when she walks into the first meetup that she goes to?
Yeah, so our meetup is pretty big. We have up to 90 women there, so it can be daunting for sure. But hopefully they know that they're going to be at a table with 8 or 9 women that meet the same. They meet together each time, each meetup. So that will be your consistency and the people that you really form the community with. We have childcare, so nursing moms keep their babies with them. Yes. But once your baby starts crawling and making a lot of noise, we encourage you to bring your child to the childcare. We have paid workers that are background checked so that you can feel really comfortable having your kids there. And our church is great about helping us provide that childcare. And so that's the biggest thing is some moms are nervous about leaving their kids. Yeah. But once you get that time to yourself, it's huge. And it's over 2 hours that we're together, which is a big chunk of time for a mom. And we have breakfast. We have a warm breakfast together. Warm? Yes. Yeah,
that's a new thing too.
I know. We bring casseroles in those casserole containers. Yeah. So, and then we have usually a speaker that comes in to share something to encourage the moms in either practically, spiritually. We have a wide range of speakers. This year we've had someone talking about pelvic floor health. We had our pastor come to talk about being an intentional parent. Yeah. And like I said, a wide range of topics.
What a great space for moms to be encouraged alongside one another. And I love the idea of mentor moms. So if you have a newborn, tell me about what mentor moms are and how they can help with the newborns and other things.
Yeah, each table will have a mentor mom assigned to them, but we all love our mentor moms. A mentor mom is essentially someone who is that one generation above us. Generally, they are grandparents. It's not totally a requirement that they're there yet, but they want to be grandparents. And a lot of times they act like another mother to us individually. The mentor moms are always there to just help out. I think of my own mother. She's at home with my little guy right now, and I'm sure she's doing the dishes and running a load of laundry for me because she knows that's going to bless me. And that's what our mentor moms do. Our mentor moms see a need in breakfast, and so they help open up breakfast or run down and get an extra set of napkins. They see a need as we're cleaning things up, and they're going to gather the supplies and put them away for us. They see a need of a mom trying to carry her food with a baby, and let me grab the baby for you so you can eat. The mentor moms are just there to bless us, really. And that's their heart. That's what they want to do. And eventually, I'd like to be in that position 20, 30 years from now. At our discussion times, the mentor moms are a chance to give wisdom. They have already been through most of what we're going to go through. And so they're a chance to hear what it's like on the other side, to remind us that there is another side, to bring biblical wisdom.
Yes.
I mean, they're there to bless us. Yeah. They really are, and they do such a great job. This year, I think in particular, we have a really great group of ladies that have a heart to serve. And those of us, I mean, on leadership, we still all have little kids. I think all of us on leadership are 5 and under. All of our kids are young still. So we still have, as we're setting up the tables, our kids running around, and we're keeping an eye out here or there. And then all of a sudden you realize that Sue has 3 of the kids at the table eating their snacks, and I can trust that my kid is with Sue, and I can go focus on what I need to do. It is great. Yeah, we enjoy it.
I mean, it's what God calls us to. Mm-hmm. A generation should be pouring into each other, and it's healthy for every generation to experience that. That's really exciting. And what are some of the other things the activities that MomCo does for moms to connect? Because you meet not during the summer, you don't have the official meetings, but there's still meetups and things like what's happening?
Yeah, so during the summer, we'll meet up 2 or 3 times to do park dates. Mm-hmm. You know, it's hard with everyone's travel schedules, but we'll try to keep connection. Your table can meet up anytime they want for a mom's night out, a park date, that sort of thing. So a lot of that organic sort of thing happens with your table. But then from a whole group standpoint, we actually just last night had our mom's night out, and we watched a movie together at the church and wore our pajamas and popped popcorn.
Nice.
Because as moms, we don't necessarily get a chance to sit down and watch a whole movie, either without an interruption or without falling asleep because we're exhausted. So that was fun. And we do the meal trains that we help out, you know, as moms have new babies. We'll make meals for them, and then we. I'm trying to think, is there any other outside activities that we do?
I mean, it's a great place as your table's getting together. Usually the tables get together a couple times a year. They have a Christmas party together if they want to. They say, hey, I'm going to Bucky Boyle Splash Pad. Let's all go together.
Yes,
and
yeah, genuine community.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Believe it or not, we're out of time, but this was incredible. Thank you so much for sharing about MomCo. I trust that many moms will be encouraged by it. Stay tuned. We'll be right back to talk about how we can begin to apply this to our personal lives.
You're watching Lighthouse TV, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. This station will feature uplifting faith and family programming. Programs focusing on defending your faith, defending your freedom, and living as a believer in today's culture. To find out more about this station and to watch original content, go to lighthousetv.org. Lighthouse TV, positively different television. Watch Lighthouse TV wherever you go. Available on Roku, Amazon Fire TV, and Apple TV. You can view our in-house studio productions on demand, or watch what's on the station right now with our 24/7 live stream. Search Lighthouse TV online on your streaming device, or go to our website for more information. Visit lighthousetv.org to stay connected. There you can find out what's currently on the air and coming up, how to watch in your area on cable, satellite, broadcast, or streaming devices. Watch past programs or our live stream. Follow us on social media and learn more about the station, our hosts, and our programming. Lighthouse TV, positively different.
Proverbs 31 gives us a captivating picture of a woman who fears God and lives for Him with all that she is. She cares for her household, teaches her children, contributes to the family's well-being, and shows kindness and generosity to others. But for many moms, I think especially those with young children, this Proverbs 31 woman can conjure maybe more depression and discouragement than hope and encouragement like it's designed to be. The days can feel endless and overwhelming. Moms can feel like they're failing more than they're winning. It's easy to think, how could I ever measure up to this ideal woman? But the answer is you don't have to, because Jesus is perfect and you don't have to be. He is for you. He is working in you to make you more into this type of woman, even when you don't see it happening. God is working in you every day, even in the small, seemingly insignificant moments. And each act of love, each moment of patience, each sacrifice is shaping you more into the woman He has called you to be, and is shaping your children more into the people that God has called them to be. And remember, God didn't create you to do this alone. One of the best ways to find strength and encouragement is by connecting with other moms who are walking this same path. Here are 3 steps to begin building community with other moms. First, reach out to local moms groups. Whether it's a Bible study, a play group, or a Momco meetup, find a group of moms who are in the same season of life and can provide support and encouragement for you. Second, invite another mom for coffee or a play date. Start with small steps if you need to. And third, find a mentor mom. Make a list of godly women you admire whose children are grown, and prayerfully choose one of them. Ask her to get together and ask her to share some of the things that she's learned as a mother. Start taking small steps today that will help you connect more deeply with other moms so that you can experience the care and support you need to persevere in the most significant and meaningful ministry that God has given you in this world. Thank you so much for joining us for One Day Closer, where we're learning together how to use our one day closer to eternity to bring Jesus-infused hope and purpose to many.